Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is John. I want to look at how we can solve problems in logarithm and evaluate some logarithm terms using some certain logarithm rules. Okay, we're going to look at the following classes, the following lessons as we go through logarithm. We'll see how to manipulate logarithm functions and solve logarithm problems. As we do that, I want you to join me as we look at the following rules in logarithm. Now let's look at the following rules. Rule number 1. We have log x base a plus log y base a is equal to log xy. That means the product of xy. And 2. Log x base a plus log y base a is equal to log in bracket x divided by y. And log x base x is equal to log y base y, and that's equal to 1. We can also look at log x base y is equal to log x base 10 divided by log y base 10. So with this, we can solve some problems. We can also look at the next one, which is log of a number, log a base 0 or log a base 1. Log a base 1 is equal to 0. No, sorry. Continue on. We'll cut it off. So we look at the next one. Log 1 to base x is equal to 0. And that is the place we establish a definition for logarithm. That will say that logarithm is another definition for indices. That is a way of representing indices in the form of logarithm or certain variables changing their position. So with this, we can say 1 is equal to x raised to the power of 0. That means if we are given a number 1 to a base x and we are looking for the logarithm will give us 0. And that will also lead us to other rules where we are able to solve some certain problem. Like when we want to solve something like log x base 2. How do you solve this? Let's assume that it's equal to y. That means if you have to remove this 2, x is equal to 2 raised to the power of y. So that means we have changed it to an expression in indices form, or what we call exponential equation. Now solving this kind of equation, we can apply certain rules in solving some certain equation. So let's go along and see how we can solve some simple logarithm expressions. Now we have a typical example such as this. We are asked to evaluate log 8 base 2. Log 8 base 2, to solve it, you need to look at the factors of 8. What are the factors of 8? 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, and that is 2 raised to the power of 3. And then when you substitute, log 8 base 2 is equal to log 2 raised to the power of 3 base 2. And that is 3 log 2 base 2. And 2 base 2 is 1. So we have 3 multiplied by 1. The answer is 3. So we have been able to solve this. We can also solve the reverse of it, log 2 base 8. What is log 2 base 8? Since we know that we can express this in a form of x, we can say that 2 is equal to 8 raised to the power of x. That means 2 raised to the power of 1 equal to 2 raised to the power of 3x. And 2 we cancel 2. And when we solve this, we are going to have 1 equal to 3x, and therefore x equal to 1 over 3. We can apply this in solving some other problems, like the problems that are associated with equation or function form. We have an example that we are going to consider. Now let's look at how we can solve logarithm functions of this nature. We are given log x minus 1 is equal to 2. How do you solve this? Log x minus 1 equal to 2. For you to solve this, let us assume that we have base 2 here. Since we have base 2, you apply the law that says log x base y is equal to a. Therefore, x equal to y raised to the power of a. So if we have this, we apply it here. Therefore, we have x minus 1 equal to 2 raised to the power of 2. X minus 1 equal to 4. X equal to 4 plus 1. X will give us 5. So that is a simple way of solving this logarithm equation. We can also solve other logarithm expressions or equations by applying these certain rules, and that will lead us to some certain system of equations. Now let's solve this other example. Log x minus 1 plus log x is equal to 1. There is no base. If there is no base in logarithm, what you do is that you assume log base 10. And when we assume log base 10, we say this will be log base 10 x minus 1 plus log x base 10 is equal to log 10 base 10. So that is equal to log base 10 in brackets x minus 1 multiplied by x close bracket equal to log 10 base 10. So log 10 cancel log 10. We have x bracket x minus 1 is equal to 10. So x squared minus x is equal to 10. X squared minus x minus 10 equal to 0. Now we have a quadratic expression. For us to solve this quadratic expression, if the variables are factorizable, you apply factorization concept. But if the variables are not factorizable, you use what we call quadratic equation, or what we call the quadratic formula, which is given as x equal to minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now in this case, a is equal to 1, b equal to minus 1, and c equal to minus 10. So when we substitute, x equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 squared minus 4 multiplied by a. A is 1, c is 10, minus 10, divided by 2 multiplied by 1. So when we simplify this, we have minus minus is equal to 1. Minus minus is equal to 1. And if you have minus minus as 1, x will be equal to 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 squared, you have 1, minus times minus, minus multiplied minus is plus, so you have 4 multiplied by 10, you have 40 divided by 2. So you simplify further, you have 1 plus or minus square root of 41 divided by 2. So x equal to 1 plus root 41 divided by 2, or 1 minus root 41 divided by 2. Now since we are looking for the positive answer, we have to consider this. So this one will be eliminated. So at this point, we have been able to establish how to solve problems and functions using logarithm. I believe that we have been able to understand or learn one or two things in logarithm. So I want us to subscribe to this channel as we continually listen to the channel and watch the video. Subscribe and learn more terms in mathematics. Thank you for listening.